Good morning, everyone. Let me just move the camera. There we go. Good morning. Just got done filming a clip for Sunday's video. It's a beautiful morning. Birds are tweeting. There's clouds in the sky today, but it's still pretty nice and peaceful out here. So, today we're going to talk about games. Games are something that is predominant amongst the youth, and it's something that most young people, when they have a bit of free time, they think about. What games can I play? How can I pass the time? Pass the time. It's such it's so sad that people think about passing the time like it's, something that you just put it in the bin. It's something that you can just waste. Oh, I'm waiting for I'm waiting for my airplane to get here, or I don't know, waiting for the train, the bus. Let me just sit down on my mobile phone and pass the time. You understand that you won't get that time back, right? You have, let's say, 80 years on this earth. Maybe 90 if you're a young person. But those years go by quickly, especially when you treat them like, something that you can just throw away. People throw away years on video games. I'm serious. That means that some programmer in some building, some room, puts together a piece of code that makes you waste your life for hours and hours and hours. And those hours do add up. But you do get something in return. You get to level up. You level up your character, your skills, but you're missing the important piece of the puzzle, is that life is kind of a game. You can level up your income, you can level up your character, your personality, you can level up your fitness, your strength. You can level up all sorts of things, but this is a lot harder in real life than it is on a game. So you go with the easy option. You do what your brain automatically does. Oh, but I'm young, it doesn't matter. Well, these years, especially if you're around my age, are probably the most important part of your life, because you start as you mean to go on. Your late teenage years or your adult years set you up for your adulthood. And your adulthood is basically your life, right? That's the summer stage. That's the part where you're supposed to be successful, right? But too many people believe that they need this crutch, this leg to stand on. Oh, but I need my 1 hour a day because otherwise I'd go crazy. I don't think you would. How do you think people 100 years ago did it? They didn't have video games. What did they have for entertainment? Television. Okay, go another 100. Well, they probably didn't 100 years ago, but let's say 150 years. What did they do for entertainment? Well, they might have had board games. But predominantly, it would have been books, because in a lot of cases, books are actually more entertaining than even board games. So, books and board games. But when you were reading a book, you actually do level up yourself in the real life, in the real world, in some way, because you level up your vocabulary, your literacy. You level up, potentially, if you're learning something, if you're reading a non-fiction book, you might be leveling up skills or knowledge in certain areas. So the entertainment that they had back in the day was actually, in many ways, productive. Nowadays, it's basically all just dopamine. You might as well go and eat a bunch of chocolate. You might as well, I don't know, watch porn, do drugs. Don't do drugs. That's stupid. But you get the point. It's mindless. It's wasting time. You're not leveling up your character. So the point of this video is to explain quite simply, you have two choices in life. Either you level up your character in the video game, you level up your skills, your points, or you level up your character in real life. YouTube is very interesting because it's kind of a mix between the two. YouTube doesn't actually exist in real life. I can't touch YouTube. I can't throw YouTube. I can't play football with YouTube. But I can make a video on YouTube. So it exists in the virtual world. It's a virtual product. But there are a couple of things that make the game of YouTube a little bit more like real life. And that's because you can earn real money. That's because you're speaking to real people. You have to actually be skillful at things, skillful in front of a camera, skillful at whatever it is you make videos on, skillful at editing. So these build up real life skills. You have to choose the game that you play. Now, I'm not saying that it has to be YouTube. It can be whatever you want it to be. But when you're 80 years old, lying there on your deathbed, you've got your family and your friends around you, which game would satisfy you? Because we all play games. I play a game, the game of YouTube, right? You might be playing Minecraft right now. But you have to make the decision about which game are you going to look back on and think, yeah, that was worth my life. Because to become successful in any game, you have to be the top and you have to be competitive and you have to basically spend your entire day doing it. People know this, even in esports. Like, if you want to become a professional Minecraft player, you'd basically cut out all other video games and just play Minecraft, right? Because it gives you a competitive edge. So have a think about that. I'm going to go now and play the game. Make the decision. Which game do you play?